Great here. Welcome back to Factorio. So it's been a couple of days, so I need to catch up on what I was doing. Let's see, I've got blue science here, green and red. Okay, my green circuits are piling up. I've got robots flying through the air with the greatest of ease. We're up to 40 logistic robots, 37 construction robots. You know what I'm going to do? Well, no. I've got them being made in equal parts over here. Where was it? Right here. So they get put into here, and then obviously I have a requester chest right there. So the logistic network should be growing slowly, which is worth it. Okay. So I had an idea. I want to get batteries over here. Right now, red circuits, batteries, steel. Steel I can get up there pretty easily. Because I'm realizing that I have a... I need to make a whole bunch more of these if I want to get anywhere on my science, because I'm basically running one whole science lab right now, which is obviously not enough. So I need to increase my blue science production quite a bit. And for the time being, I'm okay with these being ferried over a little bit at a time. But let's start working on getting the other items up here. That way the logistics robots aren't getting overloaded just by feeding this particular line. So I need, at the very best, I'm going to need 2 hybrid lines. Right? Right. Okay. So the easiest would be to get steel and batteries, I think, onto one, because my advanced circuits, no, my advanced circuits are on the bus, but they take up this line right here. Okay, so batteries are actually easy for me to get over there, and I just realized how to do that. What I want to do is, first off, we're going to pick up this, and I know that seems silly, but I'll put that back down in a minute. And I want this to actually go this way, because I can run the bus both directions. Why not, right? So if I run batteries all the way over this way... Oops. I'm not going to run them that far because they're going to take up a bunch of space. Okay, so right about here, I'm going to have to get rid of that light. One of these days I'm going to have to actually automate production of those. Okay, so we need underground belt. I'm still making that by hand. We're up to 41 construction bots and 42 logistic bots. Nice, nice, nice. And see, the logistic bots, just 42 of them are in use. They're in constant use. Okay, so here to there. This is going to be my hybrid line. And what I'm planning on doing is... Okay. Actually, let's get it all the way back. Nope. There we go. Okay. So, steel is easy enough. Just a simple splitter. Now, I had this backwards, which is fine. And we're just going to get rid of it. I'll have those get rid of that. Okay, so I need... For the time being, I'm actually just going to do it this way. I realized when I do an underground belt, I have to put the little curly Q, where if I just do this way, because I'm using an underground belt no matter which way I go, that works a lot better. Okay, I'm not making batteries because I need petroleum or sulfuric gas. Is that what this is? I'm forgetting. Hey, I'm stuck. There we go. No, sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, I need sulfur because I need petroleum, and my petroleum is out because this is not running. This is not running because 69. I have a ton in there. Storage tank. Okay, crude. I got full crude. Oh. My light oil's backstuffed. That's the problem. Okay. Let's get another tank. Having your light oil backstuffed is actually a good problem to have. So that should start production up again. And here the tanks are going to equalize out. I'll worry about this in a minute. Okay, so that will get the batteries up and running again. Now what I need to do is I want this to be load balanced, which is easy enough to do. Like so. And I don't want to have a backlog of batteries over here. I'll move the batteries over if and when I need them. So for the time being, these batteries go up to make lasers, which is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak the passive provider chest in there with that. Of course I have to get it. No. Let's put it someplace where it's going to be powered. Passive provider chest there. Set this back up to where... where's my batteries? Batteries. There it is. Batteries. If batteries in the network are less than... Let's make it 20. Just because my battery production is going to be so slow for the time being. Until all of this gets caught up. I really need to expand all of this. Because like I said, I did this just to get robots up. Because robots make redoing everything a lot easier. So, here's the batteries and the steel. Let's have these now bring those in. So I can have the batteries no longer be requested, nor the steel. Okay. Now I need red and purple. How am I going to do that? Red and purple. Actually, I just realized I don't need this load balancer here. Not for the time being, because this is going to come over here And it's getting merged into a hybrid line on this side anyway, so I don't need to load balance that. Okay, red science, or red circuits. I need a way... Robots are still probably the easiest way to bring them over. But the logistics network is still going to be exceptionally slow. These, if I could get these bussed over, or not bussed over, but moved over on a belt, then that would free up even more of the robots. So let's presume that I'm going to have long-handed inserters that grab from that belt there. And let's have this belt actually, whoops, come down from this side, okay? Then what we can do is... yeah, that's just inside the network there. Okay, well, for the time being, I'm going to leave them in the network, but again, I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to presume that I'm going to get these over there. So what I can then do is... bring these over like so. Now let me get a... this is important. I want to get power up here. Close enough. Okay. So they are going to be on the outside of the belt. Okay. So if they're on the outside of the belt, that means I can have the inside of the belt be the red circuits. So, let's tear this apart. Get another requester chest as far up as possible. In fact, now that I'm not doing these, I'm still 43 logistics, but now they're working on bringing me stuff, which is understandable. Okay, so this requester chest is only going to request 10... no, not what I wanted to do. Red circuits. Where's my red circuits? There they are. And I want to only request 10 of these at a time. And we now need to get power all the way up there. And what that lets me do is I can now get rid of these and cram them further closer together. Well, this... no, that doesn't power both sides, but that does. Perfect. Okay. One more of those. Okay, so we can now go... can I can fit one more, can't I? Yeah, I think I can. But we'll get this all powered up. Like so. And... there we go. Okay, so now we need a whole bunch. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 long-handed inserters. where's my long-handed inserters? They are right here. Okay. Now let's get this kick-started by doing that. Okay, so now, instead of requesting everything that the blue science needs, it now only requests one item. So our logistics network, which is now up to 46, should be will be able to handle that load a little bit better. And over here, yeah, we're out of red circuits here because of no plastic, it looks like. I should do the same thing with the plastic. Until I'm done, I don't want to pick up any of those. Okay, until I need plastic further down the line, that's what I'm gonna put. Let everything come up to that area there. Okay, so that's going to help out the logistics network, which is still trying to get off the ground with this this environment right here. In fact, there's a robot in there. Here, I'll help. There you go. Be free, little buddy! Okay, so our petroleum gas right now is the bottleneck. So what happens if we ramp up? We need 10 stone brick. I know I have stone brick in the network. It's all the way over here. Okay. So if I get another oil refinery up and running, that'll help. Ooh, whole bunch. There we go. And somehow I got a logistic robot in my network, or in my inventory. There you go. Be free, little buddy! Here I'm running down there when I have this nice path that makes me run faster. Okay, so now we're getting red circuits again. I wish I hadn't made this part of this line, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. We're getting more batteries over, so we're getting some blue science. Okay. Yeah, now we're getting a backlog of red circuits over here. We're now up to 3 whole labs being able to run. And all we're going to need these as markers. Right. I wanted another oil refinery. So the reason that this this layout is kind of nice, I actually need to take this out real quick and extend this one more. There we go. Now where's the oil refinery? There it is. So I can put it right there. And let's get power into it. That's not a good idea. Well, let's move the power here. Okay. Underground belt. There to there. So now it's hooked in to the crude oil. And what I can do here is put pipes like this. Yeah, I'm going to have to extend these out one more. There we go. And then underground pipe each of these. Okay, so we do that. So now that is hooked in. Light oil is hooked in, and now the petroleum gas is hooked in. So I've effectively doubled my throughput of oil. And I don't think crude is a problem right now. There, got the power plugged up. Yeah, look at that. Now I'm able to run the chemical plant a lot faster. How is my... I'm running into power issues again. Are my lasers operating? Yeah, my lasers are drawing some power. So, 598 kilowatts. Okay, it's going to be time to think about the power production and how I want to, what I want to do with that. But oil production has been increased. Battery production has been increased. Science is increased. This is going to cap out again pretty soon, so I need to deal with light oil pretty soon. But our science is getting up there. And of course, since I'm working on worker robot cargo size 1, that will double the cargo capacity of all of the worker robots. Oh, I'm silly. It would help if I actually offloaded all of these, wouldn't it? And by doubling the how much they can carry, it's going to double their throughput. So this will be easier to maintain with the amount of robots that we've got. Yep, we're up to 52, so we've gained 12 just in this video, which is good. Okay. I still need more blue science production. I definitely do. I could probably get more on the other side of this and somehow route it over. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because the total that you need is 12. I was watching another Factorio video, and the way you see the ratios, you've got here's the ratio. Look at the craft time. Here it's 5, here it's 6, and here it's 12. So I should have 5 red, 6 green, and 12 blues to have the perfect ratios. And like I said, I normally don't have perfect ratios, but I wanted to throw that out there so people would know how to figure out the perfect ratios. Okay. So, tiny incremental improvement today. It's definitely nice to see this increasing. In fact, do we have... Yeah, we're actually getting more sulfur than we can use now, which means our oil refining is on point. Oh, that's why I don't have any plastic. Okay. Is this inside the network? No, it isn't, but it can be. There we go. Because I need to get... Where's my requester chest? Put that there. And we want plastic bars. Let's make it 10. And the reason I'm making it so low is I don't want, like I said, I don't want to overload those worker robots. Do I have any plastic on me? I do not. That's right, because I dumped it all into... Oh, it's not plastic, it's coal. I need to request coal. You silly person. Coal. And how much coal was needed per operation? Where's my plastic? So it needs 1 coal for every 3 petroleum gas. So, yeah, let's drop this down. Let's make it 20. And to kickstart the process... Yes, give me all of your stuff. Thank you. To kickstart the process, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the coal fields. Grab a whole bunch of coal. Oh, now they're bringing me pipe. Nice. Well, they're slowly working on what I need. Where's that requester chest? It's over here. So let's put all the coal in there, and now we've got plastic going again. Good, good, good. Okay, that was an oversight on my part. I think what I need to do is I need to go through every chest and just make sure it's either a passive provider chest, like so, or an active provider chest. Or not, requester chest, where warranted. Oh. I need advanced circuits. Okay. That's legitimate. There we go. So I want to keep 5 of each on me at all times. Okay, well, that is it for today's video. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to look at the power situation, see what I want to do there. Hopefully that worker robot cargo size will complete, and we will continue to go on from there. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Have fun!